Welcome to English Practice Everyday. Today we will learn 10 words derived from the Latin root venire, which means to come. Understanding the root venire not only builds your vocabulary but also gives insight into how words evolve from the simple concept of coming into more complex ideas. Venire forms the foundation for words related to arriving, occurrence, prevention, and intervention, either literally or figuratively. We will practice these words by using them in sentences that reflect their real world meanings. After practicing, we will read a short story that incorporates all these words seamlessly into a narrative to help us see how they function naturally in context. Let's start. Please speak out loud with me as we practice. 1. Invent. Invent. From Latin invenire, meaning to come upon. Into, plus venire, to come. Invent means to create or design something new. Invent means to create or design something new. Thomas Edison invented the light bulb. Scientists work hard to invent new medicines. She invented a new recipe for chocolate cake. Can you think of a situation where you would use the word invent? Try making a sentence and write it in the comments. 2. Advent. Advent. From Latin adventus, meaning arrival. Ad, to word, plus venire, to come. Advent means the arrival or coming of something important. Advent means the arrival or coming of something important. The advent of the internet changed the world forever. The advent of artificial intelligence is shaping the future. The advent of winter brings colder weather and shorter days. Can you think of a situation where you would use the word advent? Try making a sentence and write it in the comments. 3. Prevent. Prevent. From Latin prevenire, meaning to come before or anticipate. Before, plus venire, to come. Prevent means to stop something from happening. Prevent means to stop something from happening. Vaccines help prevent the spread of diseases. The new law aims to prevent accidents on the road. Regular exercise can prevent many health problems. Can you think of a situation where you would use the word prevent? Try making a sentence and write it in the comments. 4. Revenue. Revenue. From Latin revenire, meaning to come back. Re, again, plus venire, to come. Revenue means income generated by a business or organization. Revenue means income generated by a business or organization. The company's revenue increased last year. Ticket sales generate revenue for the theater. The government collects revenue through taxes. Can you think of a situation where you would use the word revenue? Try making a sentence and write it in the comments. 5. Convene. Convene. From Latin convenire, meaning to come together. Con, together, plus venire, to come. Convene means to gather or assemble for a meeting. Convene means to gather or assemble for a meeting. The board of directors convened to address the crisis. The students convened in the auditorium for the lecture. The committee will convene next week to discuss the budget. Can you think of a situation where you would use the word convene? Try making a sentence and write it in the comments. 6. Intervene. Intervene. From Latin intervenire, meaning to come between. Inter, between, plus venire, to come. Intervene means to step in and take action to alter a situation. Intervene means to step in and take action to alter a situation. I decided not to intervene in my friend's argument. The teacher had to intervene to stop the argument. The government intervened to stabilize the economy. Can you think of a situation where you would use the word intervene? Try making a sentence and write it in the comments. 7. Supervene. Supervene. From Latin supervenire, meaning to come on top of. Super, over or beyond, plus venire, meaning to come. Supervene means to happen unexpectedly or as a result of something. Supervene means to happen unexpectedly or as a result of something. A sudden storm supervened, cancelling the outdoor event. The scientist's discovery supervened during his experiment. The patient's recovery was delayed when complications supervened. Can you think of a situation where you would use the word supervene? Try making a sentence and write it in the comments. 8. Convenient. Convenient. From Latin convenience, meaning coming together well. Con, together, plus venire, to come. Convenient means fitting in well with a person's needs or plans. Convenient means fitting in well with a person's needs or plans. This app makes banking more convenient. The hotel's location is convenient for tourists. It's convenient to have a grocery store nearby. Can you think of a situation where you would use the word convenient? Try making a sentence and write it in the comments. 9. Convention. Convention. From Latin conventio, meaning a meeting or agreement. Con, together, plus venire, to come. Convention means a formal meeting or a widely accepted practice. Convention means a formal meeting or a widely accepted practice. Social conventions vary from culture to culture. The annual convention attracted thousands of attendees. The Convention on Climate Change discussed global warming solutions. Can you think of a situation where you would use the word convention? Try making a sentence and write it in the comments. 10. Circumvent. Circumvent. From Latin circumvenire, meaning to come around. Circum, around, plus venire, to come. Circumvent means to find a way around a problem or rule. Circumvent means to find a way around a problem or rule. The hackers circumvented the security system. Joe found a clever way to circumvent the traffic jam. Beth found a way to circumvent the long waiting lines. Can you think of a situation where you would use the word circumvent? Try making a sentence and write it in the comments. That's the end of the practice session. Let's now read out loud a short story using all these words in a proper context. Title of the story: The Young Inventor's Journey. Liam was a young inventor. He loved to create new things. Ever since childhood, he had wanted to invent something that would change people's lives. One day, he got an idea to build a small device that could help the elderly with daily tasks. With the advent of new technology, Liam knew he had better tools than ever before. He gathered his materials and started working in his garage. He wanted to finish his project before the city's annual convention for young inventors. The convention was the perfect place to showcase his work. However, problems soon appeared. One day, as he was testing the device, it suddenly stopped working. He tried many ways to fix it, but failed. He realized that a system error was preventing the device from functioning properly. Frustrated, he took a break. His best friend, Eva, came to visit him. "You need some fresh air," she said. "Let's go for a walk." As they walked through the park, Eva said, "Why don't you talk to your uncle? He is an engineer. He might help." Liam hesitated. He wanted to fix the problem himself, but he also knew that sometimes it was good to convene with others for advice. The next day, he visited his uncle's workshop. His uncle listened carefully and examined Liam's device. "I see the problem," he said. "A small part of the circuit is overheating. You need to add a cooling system." Liam followed the advice, and the device worked. He felt relieved. He was glad he decided to intervene before it was too late. On the day of the convention, Liam set up his booth. Many people came to see his invention. A reporter asked, "What inspired you to invent this?" Liam smiled. "I wanted to help people. I saw how my grandmother struggled with small tasks, and I thought this device could make life easier for her and others." The judges were impressed. They announced Liam as the winner of the competition. The prize included funding to develop his invention further. This meant he could start earning revenue from his product. After the event, a company executive approached Liam. "We would love to partner with you and produce this device on a larger scale," she said. Liam felt excited but nervous. He had to think carefully. He didn't want to rush into anything. He knew that some companies tried to circumvent young inventors and take their ideas without fair payment. So he decided to seek legal advice first. While discussing the contract, the lawyer said, "This deal seems convenient for you, but you must make sure it is fair. Read every detail carefully." Liam followed the advice and signed the contract after making a few changes. Soon his device was being produced and sold in stores. Customers loved it. He received many messages from people thanking him. Months later, his grandmother called him. "Liam, I'm so proud of you. Your invention has helped me a lot." Liam felt happy. He had dreamed of this moment for a long time. His journey had many challenges, but he never gave up. And with the right people to support him, he had supervened all obstacles. Liam continued to create new things. He knew that every problem had a solution, and sometimes the best way to find it was to ask for help. He looked forward to the next convention, ready to share his next big idea with the world. End of story. That's all for this vocabulary building session. Remember to practice these words in your daily conversations and write your own sentences with them. Bye for now.